Hello and welcome to another insightful episode of Now to Next, the podcast that equips you with the actionable insights to excel in education, career, job search, and professional growth. I'm Adnan, Sohail, your host, a learning and development advisor based in Dubai. Today, we are diving into the world of virtual networking and discussing how to build a meaningful connection in the digital age. Our guest today, none other than my wonderful friend, Sohaib Hasan, a LinkedIn influencer, career coach, and HR professional all the way from Dubai. Sohaib, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you very much, Adnan. I am thrilled to be here again and sharing insights on how to effectively network in the virtual world.
Sohaib, let's get started with our discussion on Networking 2.0. You must be wondering why I'm calling it 2.0. Can you guess? Networking is a general concept in a traditional setup where people go and meet with each other face to face. All right. But now we are living in a digital world. People are connecting more online as compared to face to face. So that's why I want to call it Networking 2.0.
That's great. I think when we talk about the events, even this podcast is online. When we talk about the digital shift, digital and the technological landscape. So networking has gone online, I would definitely say, yeah.
So let's start with our first point of today. In a world where face-to-face interactions have become limited, especially we have seen after the COVID-19, could you elaborate, because you are best in this space, could you elaborate on the importance of virtual networking and how it differs from traditional one?
Absolutely, Adnan. The virtual networking allows us to connect beyond the geographical boundaries, which is the biggest plus, I would say. It also involves utilizing digital platforms to build meaningful relationships, sharing knowledge, and also collaborate. Now, while traditional networking is more or less like an event-driven, virtual networking offers continuous engagement and a broader reach. I think people are they are shifting their interest. They are more inclined towards online and digital networking. Now, Adnan, when we talk about this digital networking thing, the scope is broader in the virtual realm, obviously. Now, how can our listeners right now effectively leverage a social media platform? Do you got any tips for them? Any advice when it comes to the professional networking?
Wonderful. Same was the question which I wanted to ask you, but let me give a quick insight from my side. No doubt, social media is a powerful tool. And let's begin, because we are talking for the professionals. Let's start by optimizing LinkedIn profile. If you are not, any one of our listener who is not right now on the LinkedIn, just go explore linkedin.com, create your profile there. That's your digital resume. That's your point where you can showcase your skills, your knowledge, your expertise, and you can connect with the like-minded people. You can build your personal brand, which is going to help you to get more job opportunities, more customers, and succeed in your professional life. Secondly, engage in relevant groups. You can find so many groups, wonderful groups, which are run by wonderful people who are putting a lot of efforts. So just go join those groups and share thought-provoking content. For example, you can share any video, any tools which you have developed where you can share knowledge with the audience who is there, and initiate conversation. Don't wait just like someone come and they will start and you will just put your comment, hey, I'm interested and I want to comment this thing and I want to answer this. No, start the conversation. It's all about showcasing your expertise and contributing to meaningful discussion. Super important. So hey, what do you say?
I completely agree with you. And just to add here, like when you are commenting or when you are engaging in social media posts, especially on LinkedIn, then try to add some value. Don't just leave a comment just for the sake of commenting, but add your valuable thoughts. This is your given opportunity to appear as a thought leader. This is an opportunity that you can take to tell your rest of the connections and your network, like, what do you think? What kind of skill set do you have? How do you think about this topic? So you can better make an impact, not only to your connections, but at a larger audience.
When we talk about networking 2.0, especially as I mentioned about in the digital space in a virtual networking, so we cannot ignore LinkedIn, regardless if it is wherever the part of the world you are. LinkedIn is so much important. It plays a crucial role in the career of everyone. It has become our buddy nowadays, I would say. So, Sohaib, as a professional, when we have to do a lot of things of our work, but in the same time, we want to come on the space where we are connecting with the people. So how as a professional they can strike a balance between authentic connections and strategic networking in the virtual space, because you don't know a lot of people who are just sending you connection requests and you don't know that if really those people are worth to get connected in a terms that you can add value or you can receive any value from them. So how to make this balance between these?
That's a great question, Adnan. Now, the first and foremost is authentication is the key. This is important. While strategic networking aims for specific goals, authenticity ensures genuine relationships. You don't necessarily have to connect with everybody on LinkedIn. There are millions of people out there, but you have to genuinely think who you would want to connect and who you would want to network with based on your personal interests, based on the brand you are trying to create, the content that you are going to share. So you are creating your own vibes. So make sure like you are connecting with the genuine people and people who value your content as well. All right, now you can also focus on adding value to your connections as well. Don't just self-promote yourself, always talk about yourself. You can also add value to your connections. You can offer assistance, you can offer some support, and being open to learning from others as well. Now, a lot of people, when they come on LinkedIn, they think like they are the best. They are the best coaches, they are the best entrepreneurs, they are the best businessmen. It's okay, you come up with your own experience, you come with your own learning, with your own expertise, but be open to ask help or support from others and be open to learn from others.
Don't forget to hit follow on my LinkedIn for upcoming podcasts and share this episode with your network.
Adding value is a wonderful approach, and as much you will give back to people, it will come back to you. More you are giving, more you're offering help and support to others, it's going to multiply manifolds and it will come back to you. So now in a virtual environment, the next point which I want to ask, what are some creative ways professionals can initiate and nurture connections? As you mentioned that you don't have to accept the request of everyone. So how they can nurture connections beyond the traditional in-person method? Because I know that there is a lot of liberty when you are meeting face-to-face people, but when you are not meeting and you are just seeing people from the screen, just what's your take?
That's an interesting question, Adnan. Now, think beyond formalities, okay? Engage in virtual events, webinars, online seminars. There are like Zoom meetings and online forums are out there where you can go ahead and you can engage. Reach out with a personalized message on LinkedIn if you're connecting with somebody. Express your genuine interest and follow up with some meaningful conversations to nurture connections over time. Obviously, it's not going to happen overnight, and you will learn with the period of time. Over the time, you will learn how to connect with the people, you will learn how to engage people, you will learn how to expand your network. You will also learn how to drive others' interest to come and land at your profile, and instead you sending the connection invite, they will be the one who will be sending, they will be the one who will be eager and hungry to connect with you. So go ahead and take the opportunity of these digital webinars, online forums, virtual events. Go ahead and engage. It's your given opportunity to expand your network. And Adnan, one thing I just remember here. Indeed, the virtual world offers diverse avenues, as I shared. So could you also share some tips on how to, let's say, build a strong personal brand online to enhance the networking efforts? I believe that everybody would be interested in knowing how they can establish themselves as a brand, and LinkedIn is a great platform. There are other social tools available. So how they can enhance the networking efforts to fast track or to skyrocket their personal brand online.
And I'm happy to answer this also. Love talking on this thing that's about the matter of your personal brand and how you are portraying in front of other people. So, important thing is this, that when you are in a digital space, what you need to do is that you have to add value, what I said before. How you can now add value? By sharing some insights, like the industry you are in. Maybe you are into human resources, learning and development, in technology, in maybe into supply chain. So wherever you are, if you are sharing some insights about the industry, if you are sharing some success story of the people, so it's all the matter of the content which you are curating and you are showcasing it on your platform. I would say that not to put your hands in everything, but define your niche and just remain in that. And then consistency of the messaging, like if you're talking with the people, you are interacting, consistency is something which is very much important. I have seen that so many exciting people, they come on the virtual networking spaces and they start to ask people that how we can connect with them, and after that couple of days they will do something and then they will forget about it. But the point is this, that if you are not consistent, people will forget about you. And this is the brutal fact about this online space, that you have to remain every day in front of people. I keep on seeing, Sohaib, that you are very, very much consistent and you share a lot of things on your LinkedIn as well as on your other social media platforms. So Sohaib, with so much noise online, how can professionals, in your opinion, cut through the clutter, lot of irrelevant things, and make lasting impression on potential connections?
Thank you, Adnan. I was expecting this question, that consistency is no doubt is the key. And when I started my journey on LinkedIn, obviously in the beginning it was hard to come up with the content, to come up with the ideas, and most importantly, how to remain consistent. To stand out, focus on quality over quantity. You don't have to produce a large number of posts every day. So just make sure, even if you're producing one post in a week, just remain consistent. Now, you can, in the beginning, you can start sharing well-researched articles, and also you can ask some thought-provoking questions just to create the noise, just to create the buzz. Start off with some interesting polls where people, they would engage them authentically in conversations and demonstrate genuine interest in others as well. Don't just focus on producing and creating content and self-promoting yourself. Go ahead and be out there to support others, be out there and engage in their posts as well.
I totally agree with you. The genuineness, like being genuine in any relationship, whether it's in person or it's online, that's the key. People, the trust matters a lot. What is that famous thing that people buy from people they know and they trust them? So if there is no trust element, you are not a genuine, people will start to ignore you. So it goes definitely a long way. So how can professionals overcome the challenge of building rapport and trust virtually, especially with people they never met in their life, and God knows if they will meet or they will not meet?
This is a great question, Adnan. Building rapport obviously requires active listening and empathy, even in virtual interactions and virtual space. Whether you are attending an online webinar, you are in a Zoom call, you are attending some virtual events. Be responsive, ask meaningful questions, and provide some valuable insights to say. Consistency, again, delivering on promises helps build trust over time. When you're creating a post, be there to reply, be there to like, be there to support their comment. So again, I would emphasize, don't just focus on yourself, self-promoting yourself, or this is my post, I'm gonna keep on writing, I'm gonna remain consistent. It's okay, but be there as well to support others. Adnan, trust obviously is a crucial foundation. Now, when we talk about networking etiquettes, we really would love to have your insights. Are there any do's and don'ts that you would like to share with our listeners right now that they should keep in their mind while doing the networking online?
Wonderful question, very close to my heart. And always I talk with people that how you can approach other, whether it's in person or it's a virtual, and especially in the virtual space. If, for example, you are on LinkedIn, don't just go and see the people and start to clicking connect, and don't you even bother to spend 10 seconds to write a brief message, a personalized message for those people. So number one thing is that do personalize your messages. Whenever you are sending to a request to someone to connect with those people, your message should be personalized. Your message should show that what is common between you and the other person and why they should accept your connection request. To be very much honest, I have hundreds or thousands of requested in my on my LinkedIn, which are pending, and I don't want to answer even those. The reason is this, that I never met those people, I don't know those people, and the message, there is no message why I should connect with those people, right? So number one thing. Secondly, this is what I want to tell you about: respect the time of other. Why do you want someone will accept your connection request if you do not know how to approach them? And then whenever you are connected with people, just tell them, express your gratitude, say them thank you for getting connected with you, and I want to talk about XYZ matter with you because we are having some similarity, we are on the same page and we want to talk about it. Don't be overly self-promotional. I have seen so many people, like the moment you will accept their connection request, a huge long email of 500 plus words come into your inbox, and
with some documents,
with the document, and where they are promoting themselves that, hey, I'm doing this. Stop spamming. This is a very bad thing, that when you see that connection are there and you keep on sending irrelevant. Every day from 2 to 3 people, I keep on receiving messages that, hey, we are having the XYZ certifications of CCNA, PMI, and blah, blah, blah. Do you want to get it? No, this is not even relevant to me. Why should I get it? So what will happen? People will start to ignore your messages. So professionalism and authenticity, that's the key. So you have to, only then you can win it. So as we are now going to wrap up our this episode, can you share some actionable takeaways for our listeners to immediately enhance their virtual networking efforts?
Sure, Adnan. The first and foremost would be to optimize your online presence on LinkedIn, or you're using any of the social media platform. Just make sure that you're optimizing your presence, whatever social media platform you're using. Second important thing would be to participate in relevant online communities. For example, through virtual events, webinars, online forums which are available. Third, initiate meaningful conversations. Don't just for the sake of content sharing, share content, or for the sake of commenting, just comment. Initiate some meaningful conversation. And fourth would be to prioritize your relationships and building over transactional networking, rather than just for the sake of sending the connection invite or hitting the connect button as you shared.
That's fantastic insights. Thank you so much, Sohaib. I really appreciate your time for joining me today again and shedding light on the importance of networking 2.0, which is into virtual space. Your expertise, your time is highly valuable.
Thank you very much, Adnan. And it's been a pleasure always contributing to your podcast Now to Next. It's making an impact and helping your listeners thrive in the virtual networking landscape.
That concludes another enlightening episode of Now to Next. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to subscribe my YouTube channel, Spotify, where you can find always interesting episodes, and stay tuned for more empowering conversations with wonderful guest speakers coming up very soon. Until next time we will meet, keep connecting and growing in this VUCA world. Thank you so much.